Welcome to another exciting time with Imelda. Today we're going to be talking about English and you. Why are we going to be talking about this? Because English is something that we all use every day. It's a common language that we use in Nigeria to communicate with one another. But then we're going to be talking about an aspect of English, and that aspect is the language skills. Now, the language skills are divided into three. We have the pronunciation, we have the grammar, and then we have the vocabulary. So, what is pronunciation? Pronunciation is the use of sounds to create or produce words rather than using their spellings or their letters. What is grammar? Grammar is knowing the correct use of words, not just using the wrong tenses in sentences or in your everyday conversation. And what is vocabulary? Vocabulary is the use of different words to refer to a particular word or a particular thing, making it more interesting. Now, someone might say, oh, I don't need pronunciation. After all, English is not my mother tongue, so it's not necessary. That's okay. And someone might also say, I do not need to know the correct use of tenses. I'm not interested in that. After all, I don't need it. I'm not an educationalist. Okay, that's still all right if that's how you feel. But when it comes to vocabulary, we all need it. It doesn't matter whether you're a business person, whether you're someone that works 9 to 5, whether you're a parent, a teacher, a lecturer, a professor, or just an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter. As long as you always have a day-to-day or one-on-one conversation with people, whether over the phone or when you see them in person, we always would need to use new words. Now, why is it important that we need to check our vocabulary and make sure that we are incorporating new words in our conversation with people? Because when we do that, it makes our conversation look more polished, more professional, and more exciting and interesting. So today we're going to be talking about 4 new words. The first one we're going to be looking at is the regular how are you and your family. Now, whether you're talking to someone over the phone or you're talking to someone face to face, we all usually say these words. How are you and your family? The new word we're going to use now is, rather than saying how are you and your family, how about you say how are you and yours? Yes, try it. Incorporate it into your conversations and see how it makes it even more interesting. The second one we're going to be looking at is the regular response to the word thank you. Usually when someone says thank you, we'll always say you're welcome. Thank you, you're welcome. Thank you, you're welcome. It's regular. Now, what are some other words we can use to replace you're welcome? One of them is you are most welcome or you are very welcome. Now that usually can be used in a formal setting. Maybe you're in the office or you're a teacher in the school and someone does something for you and then you say, the person says thank you and then you say you are most welcome. So it's used in formal setting. You're most welcome or you are very welcome. Another response we can have for thank you is it was my pleasure. Or it is my pleasure. That can also be used in a formal setting. Someone says thank you, you say it was my pleasure or it is my pleasure. But another way you can also use the word pleasure is in a casual setting. Maybe your friend does something, you just say, oh, pleasure. Or you just say the pleasure was mine. Yes, that's another way we can take away the you're welcome. We can either say it was my pleasure, or you're most welcome. Another response we can also give to thank you is, I know you would do the same for me. Now, we would usually use this for family and friends, people we know that can actually do the same thing for us. So when someone says thank you, say, oh, I know you would do the same for me. Another casual response we can also give is anytime or no worries. Yes, these are new words that we can incorporate into our conversation with close people and even informal setting. Another example is it was nothing. Now we need to be careful where we use this one because it has to be used when someone did something for us that we know it was effortlessly, didn't really take so much from the person. So we need to be careful when using this response. So it is more preferably to use it with our close friends or our family members. It was nothing. Another very nice one is, it was the least I could do. This one too is also very heartfelt. So we want to be careful where we use it. So rather than just use it for just anybody, it would be nice to use it for our friends and family members. Have you seen some new words you want to try? Rather than saying you're welcome, in a formal setting, you can say you are most welcome, or you can say it was a pleasure. In a casual setting, no worries, anytime, pleasure. Or you could say it was the least I could do, or it was nothing. Now that's the second word. Moving over to the third word. The third word is bad and hopeless. We're fond of saying the situation is bad or the situation is hopeless. How about we change the words bad and hopeless to doom and gloomy? So rather than saying the situation is bad or the situation seems hopeless, you can rather say the situation spells doom, or the situation seems gloomy or looks gloomy. Yes, try these new words in your everyday speech and see how it makes a difference in your conversation with people. The last word we're going to be looking at is goodbye. Not many people say goodbye. Many of us are used to saying bye-bye, or some people would say bye. Of course, bye-bye looks more friendly, more casual, even more childish. It makes you look like a little girl when you say bye-bye, yes. And some people say bye. But what other alternatives do we have to bye-bye or bye? One of them is see you later. Now, the use of the see you later is if this is someone you're still going to see that same day, you can just say see you later. Another one is see you soon. Of course, you may not see the person that same day again, but then you're telling the person, okay, I'm going to see you soon. You can use that for your colleagues because, of course, you see them another day. Another one you can use is I'm heading off. Now, this is mostly used when you're having a conversation with someone and you want the person to begin to wrap it up, or you want to give the person an idea that, oh, I'll soon start leaving. So then you say, I'm heading off. So that tells the person that you're planning to start leaving. Another one you can say is I'm off. That's another word you can say instead of the conventional bye-bye. And then you can also say, I've got to get going. That's another one. And that one is if you're trying to wrap up a conversation because you'll be leaving anytime soon. And another one is, I'll be off now. Yes, these are different words we can use. Let's make our conversations interesting, exciting, and very wonderful. Yes. Rather than using the regular conventional words that we're used to in our day-to-day conversations, why don't you try some of these new words, incorporate them into your conversations and discussions with your family, friends, and even your colleagues, and see the difference it's going to make. You're going to look more polished, more professional, and your conversations are going to be very exciting. Please, if there are new words you've been using, can you please drop it in the comment section so that we can see those new words you've been using to make your conversation exciting? And if there's any new word or particular word you heard in this video that you would like to try out, also tell us in the comment section. Remember to like, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends about the channel, your family members, your colleagues. Tell them to come join this wonderful family that we are building here. Till I come your way next time, always remember Imelda loves you and have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.